The message of the Archangel Michael tells you today, protecting a child. My beloved, being a mother or father is one of the most wonderful things this life can give you. But often, when you have children, you feel fearful, you feel insecure. Because no matter how much you want to, you can't control everything they do. You can't control what they think, the people they see. As your children grow up, you realize that they are independent people, that they want to live their own life. Besides feeling that I am always present by your side, I advise you to stay until the end, and you will see the level of protection it will provide you and your family. At the end of the message, you will feel a special peace and tranquility with the prayer that I will share with you. And it is important that you understand that your children have the right to live their own lives, that they have the right to make mistakes and to learn from their own mistakes. Because no matter how much you want them to, no matter how much you tell them and warn them, there are things that they have to live by themselves. And you should not be too insistent on certain things, you should let them go their own way. However, that may be difficult for you because you know, deep inside, that part of your mission in this life is to take care of your children. You feel the need to show them the way, to offer them the best, to show them when they are right and when they are wrong. I know it is difficult to find the balance there, because sometimes you will see things very clearly, but they will not see them that way. In those moments, you have to trust in their abilities, in their virtues. Because the most important thing about educating your children is that you have to prepare them for the world. It's about preparing your children to face the world. You have to understand that one day you won't be physically by their side, and you won't always be able to pave their way. So it's better to teach them to fend for themselves than to do everything for them. But this does not mean that you have to ignore your children, that you have to let them live their lives without any further ado. You can always give them advice, you can explain your own experiences. But something you can also do is to offer them spiritual protection. That protection will come directly from your own love for your children. Today, I enlighten you so that you can connect that protection with the blue ray. That is, today I give you the knowledge to activate the spiritual protection of your children by connecting with the blue ray. The blue ray angels are defenders by nature, they are always ready to help and protect, therefore, you can invoke our assistance to protect your children from any kind of danger, whether visible or invisible. Whenever you are going to invoke my assistance or the assistance of all the blue ray angels to protect a child, you have to keep in mind something very important. Your intention must be wholeheartedly good. You must not invoke the angels to make your children do what you want or what you wish. It is not about that, it is about protecting them from any danger, to enlighten them so that they make good decisions, so that they do not let themselves be carried away by bad influences of any kind. It is very significant that you understand this, and above all it is important that you are humble when you do it. Because protecting never means controlling or manipulating. You don't have to make your children live the life you want them to live, but you have to help them live the best life possible. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support encourages us to create more valuable content. Also, do not forget the special prayer that you will have at the end so that it becomes part of your life and protects you always. A life in which they feel free and protected, a life in which they know how to manage without any problem. Therefore, when you are about to invoke the protection of the blue ray for your children, think for a moment about what you wish for them. Reflect briefly on what your good wishes are for your children. For example, you can reflect on your wish that they be happy, that they lack nothing, that they have everything they need. You can reflect on how happy you would be if your children fulfill their dreams and always have well-being. Once you have thought about it and are clear that your intention is good and not steeped in control or manipulation, the next thing to do is to find a quiet place. Find a place where you feel comfortable, where no one will disturb you if possible. If you feel the need to invoke spiritual protection for your children at a time when you find yourself surrounded by people, or in a very noisy spot, try to focus inward, look within yourself for calm. Then, when you are calm, bring to your mind an image of your son or daughter. Visualize him or her, project an image of him or her, try to see his or her face, and if possible, visualize him or her full body. When you have that image in your mind, visualize your son or daughter smiling, with all his or her problems solved, with his or her worries solved. Visualize him or her happy and calm. Then, begin to project on that image a ray of light, the blue light. Visualize the protection of the blue ray surrounding the figure of your son or daughter. Allow every part of him or her to be illuminated with that divine light. And while you continue to hold in your mind the image of your son or daughter being illuminated by the blue ray, you can say a loving prayer or invocation. For example, you can say, "Archangel Michael, mighty protector, with love I invoke you to protect my son, or daughter, from any visible or invisible danger. I invoke you so that the blue ray may illuminate him, or her, in every step of his, or her, life. Protect his mind, his body, his soul, and his emotions. Protect him with love and take care of him. Thank you." This prayer allows you to connect with the protection of the blue ray and make it illuminate your children. The most important thing about protecting your children is that you always do it with love. Don't get confused, sometimes your children may do things that you don't expect, things that you don't like. But the love you have for them will help you overcome those situations. Understand that your mission is to help them solve their own problems as they grow older. You can be their guide, you can be their support, you can be there for them. But you can't live their life for them. I know it is difficult at times to allow them to make their own decisions. But remember that in the universe, all creatures must be free. When they are very young, you have to decide what is best for them, but you also have to show them the way to make their own decisions. Helping them to stand up for themselves is one of the best things you will do for them. Act with your children always from love, treat them the way you would have liked to be treated yourself. Protect them whenever you can, but give them the freedom they deserve. Remember that the angels of the blue ray will always be at your disposal to bring them protection and security wherever they need it. Connect with the love you feel for them, for love is the most powerful of energies, and your own love serves as a protective shield. Now dispose your heart and let us pray together the prayer to the sword of the Archangel Michael. Dear sword of Saint Michael, I invoke you for protection and clarity of thought. Envelop me in your strength and divine power. Help me to face any challenge or temptation that comes my way. I call upon your light to dispel any darkness that may cloud my mind or soul. I ask your edge to cut through fears and confusion. I ask in faith that my thoughts will be clear. For with your guidance, my decisions will be in harmony with the whole universe. Grant me, O sword of Saint Michael, protection from any evil. May your light undo any negative force that besets me. Be my shield and my defense at all times, in all places and in all situations. Surround me with your powerful energy and free me from any darkness. Bless me with the clarity of mind to recognize the truth wherever I am. To find it at all times and in all places. Allow me to distinguish between what is good for me and what is not. Your presence in my heart will be a constant reminder of the divine presence in my heart. Remember that as a token of gratitude to the universe, by sharing this message, you will be sending light wherever it is needed. Sharing will always attract you more and more of what you share. Blessings forever.